Hello. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to the Associated Press, the White House is asserting that the Iran conflict has effectively ended, sidestepping the need for congressional approval of any formal ceasefire. U.S.-Iran hostilities have a long history, dating back to the 1979 Iranian Revolution when U.S. embassy officials were taken hostage. These tensions have periodically escalated, most recently after the U.S. withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal in May 2018, with both sides engaging in cyber attacks, economic sanctions, and military actions across the Middle East. On May 4, 2026, the House of Representatives debated new requirements for congressional approval of any ceasefire with Iran, while President Joe Biden emphasized that any agreement must safeguard U.S. interests and involve congressional consultation. A bipartisan Senate bill was also introduced, aiming to clarify Congress's authority to terminate hostilities. In the near term, greater congressional oversight may delay executive decisions regarding ceasefire agreements, and in the medium term, this legislative push could redefine presidential war powers, potentially influencing future U.S. military engagements. If coordination between Congress and the executive remains contentious, diplomatic and military tensions in the Middle East may rise, with international perceptions of U.S. foreign policy consistency also affected by these ongoing debates. Next, on to emerging defense technologies in the UK. Business Insider reports that British forces are set to receive new high-speed interceptor missiles, developed by Cambridge Aerospace, to counter Iranian Shahd drones that have become widespread threats in recent conflicts. The Shahd 136, a loitering munition costing roughly $50,000 each and heavily used by Russia and Iran, poses a challenge due to its operational range and effectiveness in swarm attacks. The UK's Ministry of Defence recognised the need for cost-effective ways to intercept these drones, given the imbalance between inexpensive threats and expensive defence solutions. The UK Defence Ministry confirmed successful testing of the Skyhammer system in Jordan, with British forces expecting initial deliveries this month and further shipments planned over the next 6 months as part of a multi-million-pound agreement, including support and training. The Skyhammer interceptor itself weighs 18 kilograms, reaches speeds of 700 km/h, and has a 30 km range, proving its effectiveness in British military tests. Cambridge Aerospace, led by CEO Stephen Barrett and chaired by former Defense Secretary Grant Shapps, is ramping up production to meet rising demand. Short-term, Skyhammer will bolster UK and allied defense against drone swarms, while the rapid procurement of startup-produced technology could set a precedent for NATO defenses. Cost-effective interceptors may pressure adversaries to develop new strategies or countermeasures, and broader adoption in the Gulf and allied countries could drive innovation and market growth for similar technologies across Europe and the Middle East. Shifting from military technology to physics, New Scientist highlights the ongoing experimental effort to distinguish Bohmian mechanics from mainstream quantum theory. Bohmian mechanics, formulated by David Bohm in 1952, offers a deterministic interpretation of quantum phenomena, diverging from the probabilistic and wave-function collapse framework of the Copenhagen interpretation. Experimental tests, many conducted at institutions like ETH Zurich, MIT, and Princeton, aim to reveal subtle differences by precisely measuring particle trajectories and quantum correlations. Notably, a new experiment at ETH Zurich published on May 4, 2026 demonstrated high-precision trajectory tracking, while the journal Nature Physics featured advanced photon entanglement experiments designed to distinguish Bohmian predictions. Collaborations between MIT and Princeton, supported by agencies including the European Research Council and the National Science Foundation, have also explored quantum trajectory separation. If successful, these tests could prompt revisions in quantum physics curricula and increase global funding for interpretation experiments. In the medium term, technologies relying on quantum coherence, such as quantum computing, could be affected by which interpretation prevails. Should Bohmian mechanics demonstrate predictive advantages, mainstream quantum theory may require significant theoretical adjustments. Now, onto the markets. International markets were broadly lower, with Spain down the most at nearly 3% and EWP among notable decliners. The Netherlands bucked the trend with a strong monthly move, while Belgium saw the smallest daily change. France and Italy also posted declines around 2.4%, and Germany tracked similar losses, with EWG and EWD representing top movers in their respective regions. Commodities saw mixed action. U.S. oil USO surged over 3% on the day and remains the top gainer among major commodities, while gold GLD and silver SLV dropped sharply, silver falling by about 3.4%. Lithium LIT showed robust monthly gains, but uranium URA and platinum PPLT lost ground on the day. In the S&P 500 sector SPY, the market edged down with mild losses but showed monthly strength. Semiconductors fell slightly, but stocks led monthly performance, while clean energy QCLN and agriculture MOO closed the day mixed. Among favorites, Oracle posted a notable day-over-day gain of nearly 5%, while Intel Inc. declined by almost 4%. On the individual stock front, SKK Holdings soared over 450%, CNS Pharmaceuticals rose by 227%, and Universal Logistics Holdings dropped more than 27%. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.